I ignored the advice. Like, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes you have to know what season of business you are in. You have to know who it is that you are. And sometimes you gotta stand on what you know, all right? Unconventional paths to success. While I respect those mentors, I respect those coaches, they weren't aligned with the vision that I had for my business. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better, and this has to work. Let's get it. Hello. What is going on, awesome party peeps? It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First, and today's message is called Unconventional Pathways to Success, right? Or Unconventional Paths to Success. And I bring this because, man, we all go through times. I was actually talking to a friend. Let me make it real time, okay? If you're watching this, by the way, on the Jump First Academy YouTube channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification, so you know when more episodes like this drop, and we can hang out live. I love interacting with you all, talking with you all those awesome things. I've been having so much fun, by the way, on these lives lately. Yesterday, I did a phenomenal live. I'm not giving myself kudos, right? But I mean, you guys made it phenomenal because you were present, you were asking questions, and I really appreciate that. So if premium courses are your thing, if you want to just hang out and ask questions, if you want to talk about entrepreneurship or just life stuff in general, then this is the place for you. And I want to welcome you to the Jump First Academy family, okay? So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. For those of you all who are coming back and joining this episode, welcome back, all right? I'm appreciative that you are here. What is going on IG? I see you on as well. Nicholas, hey. Clifford, hello. Says it's been a long time since I've been on your live. Gorgeous lady, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming on back, all right? Let's get into it today, okay? Unconventional paths to success. So I was talking to a friend, and let me just put this here, a pro tip for your courses, especially as a creator, developer of courses. When you go to teach your courses, a teacher always knows where his or her student is. And I remember hearing that for the first time, something about a story about Bruce Lee and people wanting Bruce Lee to teach them his methods, right? Teach them his ways. And he always first assessed where the student was. And so I heard that saying for the first time, a teacher always knows where his or her student is. When I heard this story about Bruce Lee, he would literally take them to the gym and have them train for a second and observe what was going on. I also always gave this advice to what's going on, 847 Global, it's good to see you back. I also gave this advice as well in my corporate career when I would manage people, right? And manage supervisors and managers coming in. I would say, hey, before you come in and try to take over and start implementing all these different things the way that you think it should be, how about you take a second to just assess what's going on, pay attention. So I want to put this here. As a creator, developer of your courses, a teacher of your courses, pro tip, you should always know where your students are, okay? And in doing that, all you have to do sometimes is just listen. A lot of the time, 99.9% of the time, just listen. Just pay attention to what people are saying and watch what they are doing. And you will be able to see what they need help with, okay? You'll be able to hear what they're not saying. The more you do this, the more you practice, you hear what they're not saying, and you're able to deliver what it is that they need in the way that they need it delivered, okay? So for instance, some of my clients they come to me and they're high performers, high achievers, and sometimes we don't like being told what to do. Let's just keep it real, okay? We don't like being told what to do. And so there's a different way that you want to deliver that content to those types of clients and students. So you just have to know your audience. You have to know who you're talking to. So anyway, this came up for me. I was talking to a friend. And they were telling me basically how I should run a different program or how I should operate a specific area of my business, because I was sharing some things with them and seeing what their input was. They're very analytical, logical, those sorts of things. And then I took a step back and I just listened, right? And this person literally said, I don't even have all my stuff figured out yet. I don't even know what I'm supposed to really be doing with my life. And I was like, oh, right? And I evaluated. I'm like, well, you don't have a business, right? So sometimes we have to stop taking advice from people who don't have the results that we're looking for. All right. And I know that human nature, we want to talk to people that we know, who we know care about us, who are in our corner, who are supportive, who have the best intentions, but sometimes they don't have the best methods, okay? Because they don't have the results that you actually want. Find people and get with people who have the results that you want, even when your path is unconventional. Because I've been in places, mentorship programs, coaching programs, where I'll give you an example. I decided I didn't want to sell low ticket. straight out the gate. I did it, didn't like it. Okay, I didn't like the people I was attracting to my business. I didn't like the fact that I quit a 9 to 5 in order to control my paycheck, when I got paid, how much I got paid, all of that. And it still felt like I wasn't making enough impact. And so I decided I was going to go high ticket very early on. I'm like, premium is the way to go. And this was before premium courses became a thing that everybody's talking about. Okay. Dr. Servin, hello from India in the building. I appreciate that. Can't do a backflip, Marooney. I'm sorry. Okay. CME says you got to do you. That's right. The advice matters, not the mouth. Exactly. Okay. And so I had mentors and coaches at the time when I first started this business telling me you got to start with low ticket. And it wasn't necessarily low ticket, but it was like a mid-range product and service at this time, right? And I'm like, I can't do it. I want to go high ticket. I know who I am. I've gotten all of, not even just the degrees, y'all, but I need y'all to like humble brag, flex a little bit, okay? And it's not in an arrogant way. You have accomplished so much to this point. I knew I was a high performer. I knew I didn't belong in somebody's cubicle. I felt like, not in an arrogant way, but I felt like I was being restricted, okay? And so I needed to get out of there because I needed to make more impact. And I also wanted the freedom, okay, that I've developed in my business to be able to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it and to run the programs that I knew for the specific people that I wanted to help in the way I wanted to run them. And so quit the 9 to 5. And so I had these coaches and mentors at the time telling me that I needed to charge a little ticket or I needed to start a little smaller, right, before I raised my prices to premium. I ignored the advice. Like, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes you have to know what season of business you are in. You have to know who it is that you are. And sometimes you gotta stand on what you know, all right? Unconventional paths to success. While I respect those mentors, I respect those coaches, they weren't aligned with the vision that I had for my business. They weren't aligned with who it is that I knew that I was, okay? And what I was capable of deep down inside, all right? They know me, all right? God knows. They did not know me. So I had to pick different mentors and coaches. Still respect for those mentors and coaches to this day because they helped me recognize that we learn lessons and recognize what I needed, what I didn't need at the time, okay? They were still very beneficial to my journey. And so I decided to go premium instead. And I did not ignore my intuition. I didn't ignore the Holy Spirit, okay? I prayed. These are unconventional paths to success. People don't talk about this. Faith-based, praying, okay, every single day. Business can be hard, okay? There are some parts of business that shouldn't be that hard, to be honest, or at least you should still be having fun while you're doing them. So there's that aspect, okay? But I'll save that for another episode. But sometimes making different decisions, the decisions you have to make every day as a business owner, it gets hard, okay? And so prayer is a part of the business strategy all day long. That's it. It is not a wig. This is my actual hair. Somebody said it looks like noodles yesterday, and I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. But yes, Dr. Servant, I appreciate you. What's going on? I appreciate y'all being on. Hello. It's good to see all of y'all. Let me know inside of the chat where you're watching from. I love to see the global reach of these episodes. So what time it is or what city or state you're watching from or what country, okay? We got India in the building. I appreciate y'all. So I needed to bring that real quick. Like, don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore your prayer life, okay? Holy Spirit guiding you and leading you no matter what anyone else says. The advice matters, okay? But you also have to take it back to the Lord. That's what I do it every day. Even in my mentorship programs, my coaching programs that I am a part of, I love my mentors, my coaches. I trust them. They have been able to help me get results. But their advice, I still take it back to God. I go, listen, God, like, you know the path that you have me on. You know the vision that you have given me. Does this align or not? Okay? And then we move forward from there. Slicklerville, New Jersey in the building. I love it. Northeast in the building. That is what's up. It's good to see you. Clifford, I appreciate that. 9:50 p.m. Where are you watching from, Doctor? Let me know inside of the chat. I appreciate that. It is 12 where I am. I'm Northeast in the U.S. So I appreciate y'all. Hey, what's going on, Vishal? Hello. What's up? I needed to bring that real quick, y'all. Like, just be unconventional, be weird, be yourself, let it happen, let it flow. India in the building, I appreciate that. Awesome sauce. All right, y'all, that's all I have for today. I appreciate y'all once again, okay, for being interactive in this chat. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification, so you know when more episodes like this drop. If you don't do anything else, just hit the like button so we can continue to spread the positivity, inspiration, and these messages to people around the world. One of the most unconventional ways to success, unconventional paths to success is creating courses, okay? Even though we hear about them all the time, premium courses are on another level. Also, self-education isn't going anywhere, so it's still considered an unconventional path to success. If that's you and you're interested in packaging your expertise, your knowledge, your lived experiences, your wisdom, okay, that you have gained over the years into the format of courses, get started at jumpfirstacademy.org. Again, it's jumpfirstacademy.org. There's a free training over there. It takes 30 minutes or less for you to complete. That's Chestnut making his debut per usual. But once you get over to the free training, there are free resources to help you implement. So you're not just consuming more information. There are also paid resources to help you implement. So it's totally up to you. You choose your pathway to success. Either way it goes, okay, let the spirit guide you. Listen to your intuition, okay, and be a little bit unconventional, all right? Whatever it is, make sure that you know that you are staying true to yourself, true to your path, all right? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much, and I'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Bye.